Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, but still just treading water? You got the degree, landed a decent job, you're saving what you can, but that dream of a comfortable, stable life feels like it's constantly moving just out of reach. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. You might be caught in what some are calling the middle-class mirage. For generations, the roadmap to the middle class seemed clear. Work hard, buy a house, save for retirement, and watch your kids have it even better than you did. It was the bedrock of the American dream. But today, that bedrock feels more like quicksand. The goalposts haven't just moved. They're on a completely different field. Let's break it down. First, the cost of entry has skyrocketed. Housing, for example, used to be a cornerstone of middle-class wealth. Now, in many cities, homeownership is a pipe dream for anyone without a six-figure salary or a hefty inheritance. The median home price has outpaced wage growth by a staggering amount. So while our parents might have bought a house on a single income, many of us are struggling to even afford rent on two. Then there's education. A college degree was once a golden ticket. Now, it's more like a mandatory entry fee for a job market that doesn't always pay a premium for it. Millions of graduates are saddled with crippling student loan debt, starting their careers in a financial hole that can take decades to climb out of. That money, which could have been a down payment on a house or an investment in a small business, is instead going straight to loan servicers. Let's talk about wages. Have you ever looked at old photos and thought, wow, things were cheap back then? Well, they weren't just cheap. Wages had more purchasing power. Since the 1970s, productivity has soared. We're more efficient. We're creating more value. But wages for the average worker have remained stubbornly flat when you adjust for inflation. All that extra wealth we're creating, it's not trickling down. It's flowing up. This creates a feeling of running on a hamster wheel. You get a small raise, but then inflation eats it up. The cost of groceries, gas, and healthcare goes up faster than your paycheck. You're working harder than ever, but your standard of living isn't improving. It feels like you're being gaslit by the economy. You're told you're middle class, but you can't afford a medical emergency without going into debt. The very definition of middle class is becoming fuzzy. Is it an income level? Is it a lifestyle? It used to be about security, the peace of mind that comes with knowing you can handle a surprise car repair, take a modest vacation, and retire with dignity. For a growing number of people, that security is gone. Instead, there's a constant, low-grade anxiety about what a single unlucky event could do to their financial stability. And this isn't just about avocado toast or too many lattes. This is a systemic issue. We're talking about the decline of unions that once fought for better wages, tax policies that have favored the wealthy, and the globalization that has shifted jobs overseas. The safety nets that used to catch people are fraying. Pensions have been replaced by 401 Ks, putting the entire burden of retirement planning on the individual in a stock market that can feel like a casino. Think about the gig economy. It's often praised for its flexibility, but for many, it's a trap. It means no benefits, no paid time off, no job security. It's a constant hustle, stringing together part-time gigs to make ends meet with no clear path for advancement. This is the new reality for a significant portion of the workforce, people who, a generation ago, might have had a stable, full-time job with a pension. The psychological toll of this is immense. It breeds resentment and a sense of hopelessness. When you play by the rules and the game still feels rigged, it's easy to get cynical. It creates social division, where people start blaming each other instead of looking at the larger forces at play. It's the anxiety of checking your bank account before buying groceries, the guilt of not being able to provide your kids with the same opportunities your parents gave you. So, what are we supposed to do? Throw our hands up in despair? No. The first step is acknowledging the reality of the situation. This isn't a personal failure. It's a collective challenge. We need to have honest conversations about wealth inequality, the cost of living, and what a fair economy actually looks like. It starts with financial literacy, not just budgeting, but understanding the systems that shape our financial lives. It means advocating for policies that support working families, like affordable health care, accessible education, and fair wages. It means rethinking what we value as a society. Is it just endless growth for a select few? Or is it creating a society where everyone has a genuine shot at a stable and fulfilling life? The middle-class mirage is powerful because it keeps us isolated, thinking we're the only ones struggling. But when we start talking about it, we realize we're not alone. The dream may feel like a mirage right now, but by recognizing it, by questioning the narrative, we can start working together to find a path to a more solid, more attainable reality for everyone. The dream doesn't have to die. It just needs to be redesigned for the 21st century. Thanks so much for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more conversations like this. Let me know your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. See you in the next one.